You all, I am so tired right now. I really am. I had to like take a break because I started to record and then I just felt like I had just these a little lull and I had to like get through it so that I could go back and re-record. So enough with my process. Group number 1, you have a singular shell, just one cowrie shell. Now, you all, if you know the history of cowrie shells, they were used as the world's first currency. So, and here you go, group number 2, you have 2 cowrie shells, nice smaller ones. And then group number 3, you have 3 cowrie shells. Look at these beautiful giants. So, yeah, we go. Okay, my honey. So, take a moment and really dive intuitively into what group may be resonating with you. I am going to put the timestamps in the description box below. These are my Halloween nails, so you all let me know if you like them. I'm giving a lot of thanks and a shout out to my nail tech, Marseille. Very awesome. She's really a beautiful artist. So, yeah, take a moment to pick your groups, and we're going to go ahead and get started with group number 1. Okay, my honeys? See you soon. Hello, group number 1. How are you? Just clearing the energies a little bit. I hope you're doing well. So, this reading, group number 1, is about money, unlocking your wealth codes. Now, in this reading, it's about a message that's meant to find you. So, Spirit has messages regarding ancestral money blocks, spiritual wealth and alignment, manifesting prosperity, how it all connects with your soul purpose. So, this is that reading that's telling you not only about money, but the energy of money and how you can work with that energy of money. So, we're going to be covering vibrations currently held around money by you, receiving your what mode you're in, whether you're receiving or survival mode, inherited beliefs or money patterns from your family, um, your wealth signature, and also, anything about anyone or any source that might be, trying to extract from your energy, especially the energy of money. The energy of money, you will find that there's a lot of energy vampires that want to kind of, get to money energy. So we're going to cover all of that. Okay, group number 1. So if you resonate with this reading, any part of it before you leave, if you can give a thumbs up, I really would appreciate it. And let's get started. Let's open up the reading too with a prayer. I want to be consistent with this. So if you want to take a moment to just go within, beloved Mother of Water and ancestors of light, I open this space in truth, clarity, and love. May only that which serves healing and alignment speak through me. Let my words be guided by wisdom, my sight by spirit, and my heart remain rooted in spirit. All messages flow through grace and return to grace. May all of those who are seeking guidance from this reading be protected. All of us, the reader, the querent, and all of our guides. Thank you so much. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So, my honeys, let's get into your reading. It's interesting, group number 1, because I got so many downloads for you. Out of all the 3 groups, your downloads were, wow, they were just flying back and forth. I wonder where if I should read them all to you, let's start with a card and then I'll kind of integrate these downloads that I got earlier. But let's start with your opening card. I think of this deck as my Cosmic Ancestors deck because a long time ago I was doing this like group guided imagery to meet with our star ancestors, and my star ancestors pointed to this deck and another deck made by the same maker as the deck they wanted to communicate to me in. So I thought that was very interesting. So I often use this deck is called the sorry for all the noise, Cosmic Reading Cards by, who is this? Nari Astaria, something like that. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. So, yeah, this person has very powerful energy who created these decks. And my cosmic ancestors say, we like this deck. This is who we want to communicate with. So just a short story on that. So group number 1, what are your money codes? What's the first opening message here? Wow. You have awaken. And let me move it right here. Should I move it down? Sorry, you all. I'm always orienting to these cameras. And you have intuition. You got 2 cards, group number 1. You know, right off the bat, what's interesting is intuition, because I'm going to go to my download notes for you, group number 1. Group 1, what I am sensing here, because you have the number 1 and you have the number 18. 18 comes to 9, which is more of a kind of a wish fulfillment number. A 9 is almost the completion of the cycle, like you're realizing your dreams. Awaken is, I think this is your money codes, group number 1, your ability to draw in money is magnetic. So Spirit was saying that at an early age for you, whether you heard about this or not, your parents, depending on your family situation, you may have been adopted, you may have been fostered, you may have just had your family, blood family around. So I just want to give all the different examples of this. But whoever was caring for you, parents or caregivers, when you came into their life, you increased their wealth. That's how much of a money magnet you are. Now, some of you are going to say, oh, my parents weren't that rich, or my caregiver, we all struggled. But I'm saying there was a noticeable shift in some kind of monetary or resource, meaning these are examples that Spirit are giving me. Spirit is saying that when you were born, group number 1, someone could have just gotten a job. When you were born, group number 1, one of your parents or your caregiver might have received some inheritance. These are very specific for group number 1. But there was something about you when you were born. It was the mark of a new financial journey for your family or whoever you were living with at that time. I don't know why I keep feeling like I need to make that caveat. So maybe some of you didn't live with your birth parents. Either way, whenever you enter, and Spirit is saying this right now, group number 1, whenever you enter into people's lives, you are a good luck charm for them. You most definitely are. Now, if this energy check doesn't sound right to you, then please check out the other groups. But I get strongly, group number 1, that you are awakening to your magnetism, especially around prosperity and abundance. Like literally, you are a magnet. But, you had to awaken to this. And I'm going to explain a little bit more because Spirit says there was a couple of scenarios for the people who do resonate with this magnetism that you have. I'm not saying that right now you're where you want to be when it comes to finances and money, but that's the purpose of this reading, is to show you how to connect with your codes. But right now, Spirit is saying that when you were young, because you had this ability, group number one, there could have been two distinct scenarios for you. One scenario was that your family saw this in you or your caregiver and encouraged your growth that way. This could have meant that your family encouraged you, if you had some kind of talent, to keep going. So say if you were a young artist, they encouraged you to keep creating. That if you were into the arts in like a theater kind of sense or musical talent, they encouraged you that way. Maybe in spite of all of your siblings. If you had siblings, you may even hear today, group number one, that some of your siblings are like, mom and dad brought you this instrument and they never really invested in me. But there was something your parents or caregivers saw about you. In one scenario, they encouraged that growth. They saw you becoming a real, how do I want to say, prodigy with your talents and skills, group number one. Now, the flip side, Spirit is saying another scenario is that your family saw your ability to magnetize and really bring in a lot of, I'm hearing like really good luck, even. When on the flip side, your family decided that this was energy they wanted to siphon or take advantage of. So for some of you, you had the flip experience of a family seeing your talents and skills, but not really valuing them in a way of encouraging you to grow these talents or skills. They just wanted to use them for the moment. This could be like family utilizing uh, your talents and skills for their best benefit. That's what I would say. So if you were good in how I want to say, the creativity, the arts of any kind, your family would, hope that you would become a child star so that they can reap all the money. They would have put you in a lot of pageants, like it could have been something toxic like that as a child, you growing up and having to make money for the family based on your ability to magnetize money. Now, take that in a range where you need to. But in one person's family, in group number one, this magnetism was encouraged. In another person's family, this magnetism was used. Either way, I will say for people in group number one, your codes for this group, they are so, how I want to say, Spirit is saying that your codes for this group, they are so abundant, so lavish, group number one, that not all of your codes were released at once. Now, some of you are asking, what are these codes? These codes are your realization. Part of those codes are your realization of the truth of your prosperity, the truth of your abundance. So these codes, in many ways, they are kind of embedded manuals within you that give you access to the material world. And we live in the material world, group number one. So, group number one, Spirit is saying to keep going with the cards. So, I'm going to start. But what's important for you to know here, group number one, either scenario, you attract a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of people who look at what you have and they think you're just lucky. Some people might even feel like you're spoiled. Like group number one gets whatever they want. But here's what I am going to say. This magnetism you have, it can work either way. When I say that, it means that spirit is saying you can magnetize money, but you can also magnetize lack. And this is where your codes, because they're so powerful, group number one, you've had to learn over the years to not magnetize lack, to not magnetize the things that you don't want. You had to use your intuition and you had to cultivate that intuition, group number one, so that you would learn that not everything is for you. Not everyone is for you. You have a predestined life, group number one, with your codes. Your codes, your magnetism, it has a more, how do I want to say, global appeal to it. People in group number one, most people, when they're jealous of what you have, they turn into borrowers. They turn into energy vampires, leeches, scammers. The weird part is that they're not smart enough to keep their plans from you. There's something here where Spirit says it's always going to show the hand of your detractors. Deep. So Spirit is saying here, group number one, that your codes, they are so important to your life that you won't even get the full gamut of these codes until you awaken, until you become highly conscious. There's there's spirit gives you as much as you need throughout life. But what spirit is saying, group number one, and the reason for this reading is that you are now ready to realize the complete package of your codes. You're mature enough. You have a highly intuitive mind and spirit, and now you are getting ready to receive, if you're not already receiving it, some of you are, a lot of your codes. And these codes are going to help you realize wealth in this lifetime. That is what I'm hearing, group number one. I'm being told to pick one of these cards. So Spirit is saying here, group number one, that people with the wrong intentions can never get near you. It's just not what Spirit wants for you. These codes, they're way too valuable to fall into the wrong hands. So this is interesting because Spirit is saying sometimes you don't realize, and maybe earlier in life, and maybe not too far in the far past, you have realized that you find it difficult to hang on to relationships. But, I think you realize in the end that these relationships, they were never right for you. We have here giveaway. You break it, you brought it. How interesting. And then we have vision. It's a vision card. So what Spirit is saying here, the number 29 could be important to someone. The number 16 or 7 can be important to someone. 11 could be important to someone, as well as 1 and 9, 18 and 1. Some of you might be an Aries, or you have a lot of prominent planets in the first house. Okay? That's coming through. With you break it, you bought it. Spirit is saying here, group number one, that you have had to learn how to be low key. with your successes, mainly because you see that on the human level, a lot of people become envious. A lot of people want to judge what you have, and they compare a lot with what you have versus what they don't have. And I think there is something in your energy that is saying that you have to understand the human condition, the way people have been conditioned to value money above all things. And for you, group number one, money is just a part of your vision. It's a part of your purpose. It's it says here, heaven is where you find it. Money for you, prosperity for you, group one, number one, looks very different from a person who's in lack. For you, group number one, money is about you accomplishing the things that you need to accomplish in life. And so this is why Spirit says you get it all the time, because your purpose, your reason for being in this earth plane right now, group number one, has to do with the idea that you need the resources to complete your mission. So interesting, right? So Spirit is saying you don't really get money or breaks in money simply so that you can have it. It usually is behind, there's a purpose behind all of it. Very interesting. So it's important for you in learning how to acquire more or to work better with your codes, group number one. You need to understand just what energy are you need to be in to access these powerful wealth codes. You need to first be in the energy of change, group number one. I'm talking about big change. And so when Spirit is saying with this card, some of you might be in situations that are holding you down. That can be a relationship that's holding you down. It could be a job or some kind of work situation that's holding you down. And you are understanding, many of you in group number one at this moment, that something feels heavy to you, like it's blocking your prosperity. And Spirit is saying, you're right. Like you need to be in destroyer energy. You need to be in tower energy. You need to be willing to give up things that are not feeding you back, that have no reciprocity involved, so that you can actually make room for the things that you need, group number one, for your codes to activate. Your codes need a lot of space. That's what I'm hearing, group number one. And I'm sorry, because I'm getting these codes as like sacred geometry. It's almost like these wealth codes, they are living entities. This is what Spirit is saying. And so when you relate to your wealth as an entity, you need to understand its light projection. You need to understand how much space it needs to grow. And Spirit is saying right now, some dense things in your life are keeping your wealth codes, this entity, from expanding, from growing. So there is, if there's been some kind of relationship you've been hanging on to, group number one, or if there is some kind of situation that feels like there's no reciprocity, Spirit is saying it is stagnating your prosperity, your opportunities, your wealth. What else, Spirit? Yeah, Spirit is saying here that the energy, the other energy you need to be in, is that of a nurturer, someone who nurtures nature. There's something very natural about who you are when it comes to your gentle and kindness. But Spirit is also saying that this gentleness, this kindness, group number one, it needs to be refined a little bit so that you are not getting, here it says a tendency to abuse animals, people, and their environment. But I'm hearing that the shadow attribute of this card is what you don't want coming towards you, group number one. Because when you are not in your childlike nature, when you're not being creative, when you're not being fun, when you're not rewarding yourself with all of your manifestations, you can tend to run into people who are not good for you, or situations that are not good for you. And Spirit is saying right now, loyalty should be number one on your in your process, group number one. You should be looking at loyalty. You shouldn't be scavenger hunting. These are downloads I got earlier. Scavenger hunting for partners is not part of your design, group number one. Spirit is saying you do not need to go on some great search for a partner. You do not need to go on some great search for the perfect job. These are things that you're a magnet, meaning you should be magnetizing those things towards you, group number one. So when you've got to understand that I think a big part of who you are, group number one, did I write this down for this group? You are a mogul. For real, group number one. When you realize your full potential, you are a mogul, as well as a priest, as well as someone who makes spiritual commitments. When you finally realize this money, group number one, I think you're going to be doing some really beautiful things with it. You're going to be helping people. You're going to help people to understand maybe the things that you've grown to understand about money, about prosperity, wealth, good health, and joy. And you're going to teach people quite literally how to do this thing that you have done, group number one, because truly you are a healer. Many of you have this energy. I wouldn't be surprised if you did Reiki or some kind of other energy healing. This is part of your magnetism. This is what brings things, people, conditions towards you, group number one. So, last few cards. Let's see what else Spirit, last few messages, group number one, that Spirit wants to tell you about your money codes. So Spirit is saying here, you need to protect yourself, group number one. Protect your prosperity. It would benefit you to lay low, meaning not to share with everyone things about your prosperity and abundance. It would benefit you to kind of share that kind of information with people who can handle it, because you've got Six of Pentacles here. I mean, you literally are this big gift giver, group number one. In fact, I think that might be your love language, and there's many people who recognize that, how generous you are. But this generosity, if not done with discernment, could lead you into places where you're being used, where people are taking advantage of you. And Spirit is saying that would put you in an energy that no longer feels prosperous, an energy of where you have to look over your back all the time. So Spirit is saying, and some of you, Spirit is saying you already do this, you need to be very discerning around the people you allow in your life. Spirit is saying this is not a free for all when it comes to your energy. Your energy is, like I said at the beginning of the reading, way too valuable, group number one, to just let your codes, your wealth knowledge and blessings fall into the wrong hands. We have the Tower. Again, some of you in group number one, you are getting ready to realize a big amount of money. And this could come through as an inheritance. It can come through, maybe as a lottery winning, maybe a grant. There's something that's happening with you in group number one where something is about ready to change in your life. So if you have been experiencing financial struggles, group number one, this is an awakening is coming your way. Remember this card. And in that awakening, you are going to realize the truth of your financial abundance, group number one, because you are this magnet. Something may have happened in your childhood where you decided money was evil or money was not something that brought good things into your life, especially if you were of the more negative example of the family using your gifts. And there's something here where you've had to heal a lot of that, group number one, or you're needing to, because when you get into this awakened energy, this tower moment happens and you realize, oh, this is my true self, the self that has overflowing abundance, the self that can give without even hesitation, because you feel like in giving, you are receiving. But you've got to give to the right people, group number one. You can't just make this a free for all, because for some of you, this could lead to a lot of disappointment, and it has for some of you led to disappointment where you overgave, where you gave without feeling the reciprocity. And Spirit is saying this could very well be the end of that cycle for you. But there's things you need to develop, group number one. And one of those things is learning discernment. One of those things is really Ace of Swords here, confirming that to use your intuition, to use your divine inner wisdom and authority to decide who gets your gifts, who are the people that will be rewarded when it comes to the prosperity. And it will be a beautiful group of people here, could be friends, colleagues. But look, your ultimate card is that of the Queen of Pentacles. Regardless of your gender, you are so abundant. It's almost like everything around you thrives when you are in this energy, group number one. It's like everything thrives around you. You are truly a magnet for happiness. And some of that happiness happens to be in dollar bills. All right, dollar. So, my Queen of Pentacles, my group number one, please consider giving this a thumbs up if you resonated with any of this reading. And consider subscribing to this channel if you like. And I will see you in the next reading, group number one. Take care. Hello, group number two. Just clearing the energies, group number two. Welcome to your reading on money, unlocking your wealth codes. So, group number one was very interesting. And group number two, you chose these two cowrie shells. Really pretty white cowrie shells with kind of interesting designs on the back. So Spirit is saying to throw these cowrie shells, even though there's only two. Sometimes you could do like a quick reading with them. Yeah. So if you had a kind of a question that was either yes or no, the answer is yes. An unresounding yes. Group number two. So let's put your shells here. And group number two, what we're going to cover in this reading is what have been your current vibrations around money? And also, are you in survival mode or receiving mode? What are some inherited beliefs or money patterns you receive from your family, as well as your wealth signature? And anything that might be draining your resources. Not all in that order, but that's what we're going to be talking about. So let's start off with a cosmic ancestor card. Rather do that first. And welcome to your reading, group number 2. I have some downloads for you as well. Spirit said, group number 2, that you have something very prominent in your 8th house, in your natal chart. When it comes to other people's money, like you are a person, group number 2, that was meant to make money with other people's money. Wow. And look what the cosmic ancestor said. New chapter. It's a little bit of a glare, so I'll hold it up for a minute. But this new chapter card, 24 could be an important number for some people. Maybe you're born on the 24th. You might be 24. But you have a new chapter, group number 2, happening in your life. And this new chapter has to do with you finally realizing that your money codes are connected on a beautiful web with others or an other. Because the 8th house is about other people's money. And so this group, you would most likely activate your codes when you're working in partnership with people, when you're building a business with a partner, or you're in a partnership like a marriage. You may be building wealth as a result of a marriage. You may be building wealth because you decide to start a business with someone. Whatever it is, or Spirit is saying a small group of people, like, so it could be like 2 or 3 people that you start something with, and Spirit is saying you have strong partnership abilities, and in that is where your codes get activated. Now, Spirit is saying that with this new chapter, what's happening for many of you in group number 2, and take it as an energy check, is that you are finally coming to a place where you realize not every relationship is for you, that finding the right relationships, whether they're intimate, romantic, or friends, business, is paramount to you building things in your life that are going to grow. Now, this is an interesting message because some people will say, well, I would never think that I would have to rely on others. I don't know if it's about relying on others, group number 2. It's more of like where you and another can really form an energy that would blast you. I'm hearing the word blast you into abundance. Spirit is saying your codes, group number 2, are very ancestral in terms of how you build and make wealth in your life. It has to do with some ancestral pattern. Some of you, and let me know in the comments, come from a family of entrepreneurs. Some of you in group number 2 may have had just one person in the family that had a small business, but others of you, you may have had a family that had a very large business, a business that employed people even outside the family. So in that sense, there's something ancestral about you building wealth through, I'm hearing through business, you building wealth in cooperation with others. Now, Spirit is saying a large part of how you are walking in this world, group number 2, we have the Serenity card, North, white, the number 15. It says, divine light, you overflow with love. You carry sacred arrows that teach you about the clouds, so full of water that the rain comes like droplets of wisdom into your sea of consciousness, and you begin to learn. Yet, what is ties into this group number 2 is the idea that when you're around others, you get sparks of information. It's kind of like this. You get sparks of creativity and information, which is why some of you might be a Gemini. Let me know. Which is why it's important for you to build with others, build in community. That's what's even Spirit is saying. Group number 2. It's important for you to be in certain energies, group number 2. And we're going to find out what energies Spirit is talking about. Yeah, you always need to be honorable when it comes to money, group number 2. So for you to get into a partnership, again, there's a little bit of a light flare here. Let me see if I can fix that. Can I fix that? No, that's not the light. It might be that light. No, it's not that one. Yeah, hard to tell. It's nighttime. So sorry about that. But group number 2, integrity, making sure that what you're doing is out of honesty and purity, honor is going to be very important to you, because when the night comes up, this is about staying in your honor, doing things that are linked to authenticity and honor. So it's going to be very important to you, group number 2, that you do find the right partners, not people who are thieves, shysters, scammers, leeches. I mentioned that in group number 1 too, but it's going to be so important for you to connect with the right person, group number 2, because I think many of you in this group have experienced so many toxic relationships, so many people who want to use your energy and partner with you to just get over. Or you may have had some failed partnerships in the past, group number 2, that were very harmful or very hurtful. You had people just using you, but never doing the work. Saying they're going to split the work with you or they're going to partner with you, and it never happens that way. For you, you've learned to understand that people will sometimes shapeshift just to be in your energy, to be a part of your projects. I'm hearing some of you're very popular, and that there's opportunities for you that people try to get in on. They're like, oh, like say if you're a dancer, do you need another backup dancer? If you're a singer, do you need a backup singer? Like some people try to see you as an opportunity, but they don't see you as an opportunity they want to give back to or invest in. And Spirit is saying this is a place where you have to be pretty grounded, because some people, if you don't check what their relationship is with money, group number 2, you may end up having to lower yourself to their level if they have a bad relationship with money, if they have a great deal of how do I want to say, if they have a great deal of lack in their life, then they may not be the right person for you. Spirit is saying stay away from people like that, people who are always broke, people who are always talking about how they don't have this and are a victim of that. You need to be in Midas energy, not miser. But Spirit is showing those two polar opposites, right? You could be someone who's growing your wealth and growing in partnership, or you could be partnered with someone who's constantly always hanging on to things, scared to shift, scared to try anything new. You don't need that kind of partner, whether it's romantic or work partner. Spirit is saying you need someone with your same drive, group number 2, and not someone who I don't know why I'm getting these 3 cards are saying what Spirit is warning you about: people who are purely just driven by money, or people who want to hold on to it, people who want to shapeshift and pretend there's something they're not. All of these are things that Spirit wants you to be on the lookout for, because these are things that drain you of your money. These are things that interfere with your money codes, I'm hearing. Okay, the last few cards here, because this is, wow, very interesting. Spirit is saying you're about ready to People in group 2, you're about ready, if you're not already, to blow up. Like, you have, either you're going to be, I would say at the lightest level, you're some kind of influencer. At a very high level, you're on TV and movies, you're a celebrity status. Okay, so take that where it resonates. But Spirit is saying you're about ready to experience a huge glow up, but this glow up is coming through the right kinds of partnerships. You have celebrity energy. The Spirit is saying you will soon be riding so high. And there was this image of you being in a car with some other people. Your hair's flowing in the wind. You all are blasting that music. There's a lot of fun coming your way in these partnerships when you connect with the right people, group number 2, or that right person, because it could either be a group of people, a friend, or a lover, that you get into some kind of wealth building prospect. It might be a lot of work. Spirit says, hey, this is going to be a lot of work. You may have to, for some of you, you may have to pack up your things and move to another place. There may be a whole bunch of shifts that come out. There may not be moments where you're getting funding for something. You may have to work really hard. That 10 of Wands is also about working hard. You may have to work really hard, save every penny, because there may not be a lot of people who can fund what you're doing on this project. I hear it as a project or like a work thing that you'll be doing with someone. And maybe you both are going to have to fund this in the beginning. But guess what? Spirit is saying not for long. There is definitely, with the right effort, with the right amount of work, you are going to experience, group number 2, a great deal of success. A great deal. I mean, people are going to be like, wow, I used to know this person, and now look, they've blown up. They are this magician. They've manifested the life they've always wanted. So you're going to be seen as someone who, there's going to be a lot of people in your life, group number 2, that will regret that they didn't invest in you, that they didn't invest in your ideas, because it's going to be this one person. Let me ask Spirit who this person is, because you have either a person or persons coming in your life who are going to partner with you, and you all are about to blow, I mean, literally blow it up. Look at that 8 of coins. Spirit's like, yeah, you all put the work in, you organize your work, it's going to happen. But who is, yeah, this could be a page of coins, meaning it might even be someone who's younger than you, or maybe someone who you have to take a chance on because they're not as experienced. If it's like a work thing, they may not be as experienced. But I got to tell you something. Spirit says you're going to see, you're going to sense their talent, their ability to uh, collaborate with you. You actually get a sense that you feel like this person may even feel familiar to you, like family, even. If they're not, this could be a younger family member that you partner with in a business way. What else, Spirit? Who would this partner be? Ooh, that's a lot of cards. Hold on. They kind of all fell for a second. Let's ask Spirit again. Who would this partner be for group number 2? Yeah, this is going to be someone who's in a Queen of Wands energy. They're also a High Priestess. Hold on. And this is also someone who can hold information when they need to. This partner of yours, group number 2, they're highly sought after. Um, this is someone who, now, Spirit is saying they're separate from this page of pentacles. So the page of pentacles could be like someone you need in your business, such as an assistant, or someone that you're growing and mentoring. But there's another partner here, If you have multiple partners, this partner that's coming across your reading, group number 2, this is a Queen of Wands. This is someone who's very passionate, very powerful, very attractive, meaning they attract a lot of people who want to do business with them, who want to do projects with them. They're highly intuitive, but they could be in Scorpio energy. This could be someone who doesn't show all of their cards, even though they may be popular, well sought out. There's things that people don't always get the privilege of knowing until they really know this person. This person knows how to discern. And this is going to be that person for you, group number 2. This person's going to come in and you're going to be like, finally, this is my partner. This is, and it could be romantic, it could not be. I'm kind of sensing this is a business partner, but they're so savvy, they're so charismatic that when they come in and they work with you, group number 2, because you're loyal, you've got energy of the magician, even you know how to manifest. And this person comes in, they've got all the networks, they've got all the people you could talk to, and that combination, there's something about a combination, group number 2, of how you work with this person and even your younger assistant or intern or whatever. This is going to be a winning team, a dream team, for real. Because let's not put the assistant in some kind of low role. This is somebody that you see that's very talented, but they need some guidance. So by the time they're caught up with you and your partner, you 3 might end up being in a very, how do I say, prosperous situation. A very prosperous situation. Yes, with many, many options to grow. That was right on the deck. I didn't see this card flipped over. So, last couple of messages for you, group number 2, before we move on. What do you want to say, Spirit? Because Spirit says you have something happening right now. Great changes. You got that Tower card a couple of times. So, what? Yeah, right now, your best bet, Spirit is saying, is not to go out looking for this person. You are someone who needs to understand timing of things, meaning you would do better to let this person come towards you. Not necessarily the assistant, but you would do better if you let this person come towards you. Queen of Wands is a kind of energy that kind of likes to direct themselves. So you coming in too hot, too fast may not work for this person. This person will come to you. They will see something, but there's a little bit of a hangman, meaning, this may be a person either you have to wait for, or this is going to be a person that shows you a different perspective on everything. They're just going to come in and be like, let me tell you how I would do it. Let me tell you some things that have worked for me and how we might be able to do this with the networks that I have. It's a time for you right now, group number 2, to dream, to imagine, to be in Queen of Swords energy, meaning, if you have research to do, if you have other processes to get done, get them done right now. Look, you've got even Queen of Cups. If you've got to work on things emotionally, settle yourself, get ready for anything, if you've got to heal anything that would interrupt you being a good partner, it's time to do that healing, because you're being seen as Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. You're in a very highly receptive energy right now. And so when these people come towards you for partnership, for collaboration, there's something saying, just be ready. Be ready on the intellectual level, be ready on the emotional level, be ready on the physical level. Some of you need to rest. Some of you need to bring down your adrenals or address your adrenals. I'm not a doctor, but this is what I'm hearing from Spirit, is that maybe you've been burning the midnight oil too much, or just not resting. And Spirit saying, prepare yourself. It's a time right now. For some reason, Spirit is saying that while they gave you a little bit of the future, group number 2, right now, currently in front of you, is the idea of getting yourself prepared. Because when you get into this glow up energy, look at that. It's on like Shaka Khan. You know what I mean? It's like you are going to be in world energy completion. And this glow up for many of you, it's going to make your life very busy. You're going to have a lot of people, a lot of situations. Like I said, there's a lot of options that are going to be coming towards you with the 7 of Cups. You've got a lot that's getting ready to come your way. And I think Spirit's just trying to let you know, group number 2, make sure you are taking care of yourself. Okay? So group number 2, that's what I have for you. Please give me a thumbs up if you resonated with this reading. I really do appreciate you. If you want to subscribe and stay connected, please subscribe. And my honeys, I will see you in the next reading. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading on money, unlocking your wealth codes. Group number 1 and 2 were very powerful. I expect nothing less from you, group number 3. So, group number 3, there are download messages and included in this because Spirit was just like relaying stuff right before I started to record this. Group number 3, your money codes are very unique from group 1 and 2. In this group, your money codes are directly linked to Spirit. Wow. So let's get your opening message. Spirit, it's saying here, Spirit saying that your money codes are so linked to Spirit that you feel lucky when you get money. Things tend to fall into your lap, group number 3. Not only money, but opportunities. It's almost like you have a very magical link to currency, to money, to finance. And Spirit is saying it's coming from a very karmic past, and not karmic negative, but karmic like you did good things in other lives. You did. Yeah. World within worlds. Yeah. Look at that. So in other lives, Spirit is saying you have completed your money code generation. I'm hearing that like generating of your money codes was completed in other lifetimes. So when you arrived here, group number 3, your codes were already activated. They were ready for you. And in the beginning of your life, you may have just experienced this as a great deal of what people would call luck, serendipity. I don't know, but there is something here. The numbers 10 and 36 could be important. You could be 36 now. 10 is referencing a cycle, or you could have been born in October, maybe. Uh, 9 could be another number. Maybe you're born in September. It doesn't have to be, but those are just some things with the numbers. But what I will share with you, group number 3, is that your karmic good deeds are now coming in this life to reward you. Some of you may have experienced a bit of this, but Spirit's saying it's getting ready to ramp up. All of your karmic gifts are coming into fruition. And Spirit says they want to help you with this code building now, because even though your codes are complete, now Spirit wants to help you utilize these codes, group number 3, for your best benefit. Because some of you in this group are going to be, or you have received, some kind of inheritance. You may receive a grant, an award of money, some kind of sudden amount of money is coming into your life, group number 3. And Spirit is saying here that you are, these codes have been tied to Spirit because now it will be so important that when this money, these karmic gifts come into your life, that you maintain your compassion, you maintain your love and your generosity, because that is what's going to continue your abundance. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. And that's, it was such a short download for you, but it was so powerful, group number 3. Like Spirit is saying, no, who you are is your abundance, is your money. Who you are is your destiny. Okay? It says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. I mean, group number 3, you hold the key, and that key to your prosperity is not a key that everyone gets. This key is through the door of Spirit, I'm hearing. It's a Spirit key. It's allowing for you to access your codes whenever you need them. In fact, you're the only group where Spirit says you can access your codes on demand. There's no growth factor here. There's nothing that you need to do in terms of any kind of healing or anything like that. You have done the work, and you came into this life with your key in your hand, ready to be used. Spirit is also saying right now in this moment, group number 3, that you should not consider at all, do not hand this key over to anyone else. Very interesting. It's saying that this key is special for you. Even if it's someone special in your life, this key should always be in your possession. That's symbolic, you all. So there's something about, if this key is a talent or a skill, Spirit is saying you should keep the essence of what that entails to yourself. Like, you are not being set yet on the path of teaching or passing this on to others. There's something you need to do in this life, group number 3, that isn't so much about telling the secrets of your prosperity. It's more about using your prosperity for specific things. Let's find out. What are those things, Spirit? What is the energy that group number 3 needs to be? Yeah, you are there because some of you, I like this card for you, group number 3, the seeker. You may be using your prosperity, your money codes in some kind of endeavor where you're going to need to travel, to research, to meet people, to go maybe even to out of the way places that would require for you to have access monetarily. Like, I'm thinking the Amazon, the Sahara. You're going to be going to places where um, not too many people trek there. Not too many people can go. Usually, when you're doing this kind of traveling, you need access, and money will give you that access along with other things. Wow. You also need to be in Don Juan energy. That's kind of interesting. Spirit is saying, this is kind of an interesting, I don't know if it's a side note, but it might be, group number 3, that you should be utilizing the gifts that God has given you. And for some of you, you're very handsome, you're very beautiful, you have good conventional good looks. And Spirit is saying you should be using those qualities. Those qualities may be able to help you in some way. That's kind of interesting. Like, don't discard people's attraction to you, because it doesn't always mean that you have to get romantically involved with them, but people might want to give you the hookup. every now and then, just because they resonate with you. And what Spirit is also saying here, though, is to make sure that when you are using these qualities, to keep them. I'm hearing the word organize. I don't know why I'm hearing the word organize, but when you are using these Don Juan qualities, these positive, seductive qualities, make sure that you're also looking out for yourself. Understanding some people don't know what to do with Don Juan energy. They could become obsessive, and you may have that ability to strike that in people, but you don't want to be a martyr. You don't want to kind of look up one day and be like, oh, why can't I get rid of this person? Like, what did I do to become it? Like there's something there where Spirit is wanting you to keep some kind of balance. Maybe some of you are already in Don Juan energy, and Spirit's just like, make sure you're using that in a very wise way. Okay. So that you don't end up suffering. Yeah, Spirit likes this more of an energy for you. People will love you as an angel. It might be why people are attracted to you. You have this kind of gentle softness, group number 3, but you can be seductive when you want to be. You can use that same energy that way. Anything else, Spirit? What energy does group number 3 need to be in? Child divine. Like making sure you're in joy. Not everything that you're seeking in life has to be suffering and turmoil and, toil. Spirit says, make sure you're having fun. Make sure that, along with the great responsibility of these keys, you should know that the human life, doesn't have to be ignored. Just because you're on a spiritual quest, you get to have a human life with fun, with seduction, if you want it. Uh, it's about balance, I'm hearing. Last few cards here for group number 3. I think what Spirit is saying is that these gifts, be careful how you use them. These gifts, these karmic gifts of luck and wealth and money, be careful how you use them. As easy as they come to you, they could go away. Okay? You've got an 8 of Cups and Chariot. As easy as they can come, they can go away. But Spirit is also saying here, you may find yourself soon leaving your environment. And when you do that, you're going to realize a beautiful blessing. 10 of Pentacles. Maybe some of you need to move. I'm hearing, it's weird, I'm hearing houses. That's very specific. But you might need to move in order to meet your partner. If you're not partnered, this movement will lead you towards someone who wants to start a family with you. A King of Wands. Wow. Do we have Queen of Wands here? Hold on. Maybe that was the other. Sorry, I'm putting my hands on this because I don't want to. Yeah, maybe that was the other group. Now you have a King of Wands. Group number 3. And I think it's coming after you do some kind of move, after you walk away from something or someone. You're going to get in your chariot, or this person might be in a chariot coming towards you. I'm hearing for some people. That's interesting because I'm kind of seeing them here and here. Spirit is saying you're going to walk away from something. When you do that or move away from something, you're going to meet this person, and this is going to be a manifestation of not only wealth, but a family, with small kids, or a child, or a dog if you're not going to have a child, or both. Wow, that's interesting. Like Spirit is saying that along with this gift that you've been receiving, because remember, your money, your prosperity, everything is linked to spirit. Spirit says you will be rewarded with a beautiful partnership, beautiful family. This person's coming in towards you. Let me do one final card pull. Who is clarify this King of Wands and the Chariot, please. Yeah, Spirit says they got gifts for you. They really do have gifts for you. This is someone, when you meet this person, group number 3, they're looking for a new life, just like you are. You would have walked away from your life, and they are looking for a new life. We have the freed man, which is the fool. They'll be in full energy, meaning they have rode away from something. Things they walked away from things too, um, probably in a very decisive way. But when they see you, you're going to really love the way this person looks. They're very handsome. They have beautiful eyes. This could be someone with brown skin and like hazel eyes, or, they're very magnetic. They may be a Leo. They could be a Leo, and they don't have to be. They could be a Cancer. Um, they may be a water sign of some sort. Yeah. Or an earth sign. I'm seeing that pretty heavy. Maybe an Aries, but so Leo, Aries, maybe Cancer, some other water sign. This is going to be kind of their predominant energy when you meet them. They don't have to be that in a sun sign, but when you meet them, they're coming towards you. They're not coming, well, they're coming towards you like universally, but they may just be moving to the same places where you're going. You're walking away towards something, and they're coming to that same place. When you all intersect, Spirit is saying this is going to easily be your person. You'll know that this is why you were called to come to the place that you're going. So some of you either recently moved, you're thinking about moving, but if you do, this person may be moving to your same place. They're coming towards that. You're going to intersect, and this is going to be the outcome. Your wealth. You build the kind of family that is very prosperous, abundant, because you see that tree of life there in that pinnacle. This is your spirit codes. These are your money codes. They're right there in that sacred geometry that you're bringing into your union with someone else. They're going to be carrying their codes with them too, and when the two combine, it's going to be just beautiful alchemy, group number 3. Very beautiful. So, group number 3, if you resonate with this reading, could you give it a thumbs up? I really do appreciate your support of this channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I hope that you'll join me in the future for future readings. I have a membership that's up. If you'd like to get exclusive member-only readings and resources, those are coming. It's a brand new membership. I'm filling it up this weekend with a lot of cool stuff. So I hope you join me there if you're interested in tarot, astrology, ritual, even some witchcraft, green kind of in nature, like with herbs. Please join me there. We're going to be sharing a lot there. Okay, my honeys, it's been great to be in this reading with you. Please feel free to comment below. I respond to all of my comments. All right, take care, my honeys.